Well, hello everybody. We'll give it a minute to let people log on. I'm looking at it. Not much activity. Not much at all. Which makes me question a lot of people. I'm glad I did what I did today and what I participated in. It gets the ball moving forward. It also tells me how many people actually follow along, actually want things to be a utopia that is possible right here in Canada. But it takes all of you the people. My example today is a challenge. Absolutely, tomorrow you're all going to see live at Rideau Cottage whether or not I'm to be arrested or whether or not my paperwork's going to go forward to Governor General Mary Simon. This is going to keep going, everybody. I am not a first-class citizen. I am not famous. And most importantly, I'm not a friend of any elected politician today. Not one. Certainly not a personal friend of Prime Minister Justin Trudeau. I've given monumental education. I've been across the entire world with the smartest individuals of international, comparative, and absolute law worldwide. Constitutionalism. I've spent 2 full years in every major university in the world. I built a party from scratch. Alberta Independence Party, the first third-class citizen to see it through in the ability to elect a majority government. I learned absolutely the absolute laws of political systems in real political science, an impossible feat that no other Albertan or Canadian has ever repeated or done before me. I'm going federal. Right now, today, many people, many Canadians, even Indigenous, really don't know exactly what Hamilton is, what that platform that was plotted by the victorious allies of World War II. And another thing, every Canadian and Indigenous person, did you know who else resides on that property, deemed by the Allies P5 that no Canadian, no Indian, and no first-class filthy politician in Canadian history knows, is 1948 Mahatma Gandhi. Did you all know, every Canadian and every Indigenous person, that land in Hamilton, where it's now occupied by what was John A. Macdonald's statue, was reserved for the glorious Allies and the biggest hero of the date, 1948. A tremendous date where Canada made a sworn promise to be fulfilled in 12 months. That was in 1948, 1949, 1952, absolutely handed over to Canada. Fulfill your promise to the Allies. Fulfill your promise to every Canadian citizen. Fulfill your promise to every Indigenous person in Canada. End it now. Do you know what happened, everybody? The Canadian politicians stole the crown colonial power outlawed by the Allies. They took it for themselves. And then, to fill their boots, they took John A. Macdonald from Toronto, filthy Queen's Park, which you can look at my videos. I tell you every statue, which brings me to Mahatma Gandhi, the statue of that P5's commemorative edition in 1948. Mahatma Gandhi, ladies and gentlemen, you ready to Google search what's real and what's not? Mahatma Gandhi was nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize in 1948. The Moses of India. Are you Christian? Is Canada a Christian faith? Mahatma Gandhi did the Moses of India. He died. He died because Moses and all those who follow Moses never make it to the promised land. Hamilton, Ontario, the commemorative edition, where no colonial ever belongs. And they shit all over Mahatma Gandhi and the 5 allies of World War II. France, UK, USA, Russia, and China absolutely took a hard shit all over the P5 and took a whopping hot piss all over Mahatma Gandhi. You don't believe me? Look at the real history of that site. Sir John A. Macdonald did not belong there. He had no business ever stepping on the allies of World War II and desecrating every Canadian soldier who ever gave their lives in that battle, 1939 to 1945. Canada promised, swore an oath, swore it to those allies. And here we are, 2021. Those who wrote the 1933 Enabling Act, the blueprints for Adolf Hitler, the Crown colonial system based to remove all democracy, to place the power of your justice system completely the military, the police, with Governor General. Mind you, a police force that overlaps municipal, regional, which is our provinces, and absolutely federal in every aspect. Do you know who else wrote that exact same platform? Do you know who else went for the title of Governor General but became Chancellor of Nazi Germany and passed the Indian Act of Germany against the Jews? It was called the 1933 Enabling Act. In there, you will find that an imprisoned Adolf Hitler of Mein Kampf wrote the Canada version of Germany, the greatest colonial creation ever known, in a system where if you weren't white and you weren't first class, you weren't right. That is not 99% of you out there. And don't let any Indian, black, or yellow, or brown ever tell you otherwise, because they don't know. They don't know. A monumental education to the likes of which no Canadian or Indigenous person has ever received for the entirety of what is Canada. Mandated by world law. Enforceable. It's what took down anything that resembles Hitler today, except 3 countries. Plus 12 more. It was 13. 1 is walking away. Africa leads the charge. Caribbean islands are now leading the charge. South American countries are now leading the charge. Very, very few remain. This incapacitated. This institutionalized. I will give my life. I will be the Moses of Canada if that's what the Creator or God demands of me. I will follow Jesus to the end. I'm just a man. I'm just a man. And I will complete a monumental task for every child of today and tomorrow, and for all of them that come after. I will do it for every Canadian citizen. I will do it for every Indigenous person. The First Peoples, Treaty Indian, seated or unseated, Métis, and absolutely Inuit. I will carry you all, not because I'm glorious, but because I too have children, and I have a mind. God gave me a gift, and I've used that gift beyond what one of the third class should ever be able to do. I will not stop. I will not stop until I know I know my children will go forward. All the children of Canada will go forward together. Every one of you in full prosperity. In a design that was given to you, that a king, even of those of the treaties, a king gave back to you. Canada was to do that. But they stole it. They stole it from all of you. And they keep you in a system outlawed for many, many decades. USA, France, UK, Russia, and China will not let this go forward. At my expense, I will deliver. I will deliver. God bless you all. And for those of the Creator, God bless you too. I will get this done. Tomorrow it's Rideau Hall. Thank you for sharing. It takes a brave, brave individual. God bless. Good night.